Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's Tip of the Week episode. I am Lori Palau, and I'm so happy that you're here. We're at the end of January. We have made it through the first month of 2025. Woohoo! So happy to have you here. Just a reminder that our friends, the Digital Wrangler, have sponsored this month's episode of our shows. We're all about trying to teach you how to organize your life in multitude of areas, not just your physical space, but your digital documents as well. And so my friend Kate Huffnickel is an expert in this area, and her foundations course focuses on 12 key areas of our lives that we need to maintain that order. And that could be passwords, medical documents, finances, you name it. She runs through all of that and walks with you hand in hand to make this really overwhelming and daunting and, quite frankly, boring topic very palatable. And I can say that because I did it. And I said, I think this is something that our clients and our community need. And so she is offering 10% off of her foundations program exclusively for our This Organized Life listeners. To learn more about all the things that she does and specifically about this foundations course, go to thedigitalwrangler.com/TOL. And if you use that link, you will receive 10% off anything that you purchase. And I'm telling you guys, it is worth every penny. The peace of mind that you have knowing that all of your stuff is in one central area is you can't even put a price tag on it. And I've seen people on the other side. So please don't neglect this legacy part of your life when it comes to organization. But today we're going to be switching gears. If you have been listening to our past episodes this month, I was walking through some New Year's resolutions by Enneagram type. And so for this last week of the month, I thought it would be fun for me to share my 3 favorite household organizing products. Now, I'm not talking traditional organizing products, going to the Container Store or Target or Amazon or wherever and buying like an actual like organizing bin or organizer. No. I'm talking about things that you probably have in your house that you can use to as to double as organizing products. So again, these are probably things that you have in your cabinet or in your garage or your basement. And if not, they're really inexpensive because I know a lot of times people are like, hey, or spending money on organizing products can get costly, and it can, right? I'm not saying that there isn't a value in it, but it can get costly. And you don't always have to buy the fancy, shiny new bin. So my 3 favorite things, here we go. I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid right off. Number 1, zip ties. I love zip ties. And when I was thinking back, like with the holidays, I use zip ties probably then more than any other time of year because I use them to hang up like, garland and wreaths and all kinds of other stuff. But I was recently helping a client and we were moving some pieces around of something that we had disassembled in her house, but she wanted to keep it. And all the pieces were kind of loose, but they were bigger. And I just took a zip tie and put them together and voila. It was like in 2 seconds, this, little plastic thing just like immediately went from a cluttered, jumbled mess on her floor to something very manageable that we could just lift with one hand. So it was great. So zip ties, I have them in different colors, in different sizes. I mean, I pretty much use black or clear, and I even sometimes have green ones, especially if I was doing stuff with greenery, but that's more on the decorating side of things. But zip ties are great for like kind of corralling things in one spot. Okay. My second one is painter's tape. Again, now, if you've been follow me, especially on the socials, we're in the process of doing this big renovation project. And so part of what I'm doing is like mapping out spatial relations of furniture and walking distances and what we need and how big of a sofa do we need and how big of a coffee table and all that fun stuff. But I use painter's tape for so many things. They're great because it peels off easily. And if you don't have a label maker handy, or if you don't even own a label maker, use painter's tape and just take a Sharpie marker and just write on the bin what it is. You can use painter's tape. I use those label rolls, which I've talked about before, but painter's tape is like most people have painter's tape at their house. It's great to, if you just need to, wrap something up, painter's tape is great. Love it. It's multi-purpose. It's inexpensive. You can pretty much get it anywhere. It's not fancy, but it gets the job done. And so again, I talk about the ease of retrieval. How quickly can I find something? And labeling is one of the easiest ways to quickly find something, especially if you're talking about something in a garage or a basement where there's like a lot of things. And so if you want to just quick use a painter's tape as a label and you don't want to print out a fancy label or whatever, great, easy solution. Okay. The third, excuse me, the third thing, and I might get some haters here because it's probably not like environmentally friendly, but it is a good organizing hack, is Ziploc bags. I use this when I travel a lot. Now, I have travel bags, but Ziploc bags are great. And I reuse them. So when we go back and forth, whether you're going away for a long trip or you're going away for a weekend, sometimes I don't want to necessarily take all my vitamins, supplements, medicines, whatever, and transfer them into a pill box. I've gone that route, but sometimes it's easier for me to just take the whole thing and just take it with me, especially if I'm in a rush, like, let's be honest. So I just use this big Ziploc bag. I take all the different, vitamin supplements that I'm traveling with and just shove them in there. And because I'm not using it as a food storage, I can reuse the same bag. So even though they're not necessarily environmentally, probably eco-friendly, I am not using them as a single serve thing. They're also great to bring makeup. They are also great to bring kids' toys. They are just, you can use them for so many things. I'm just trying to think of like other things that I use Ziploc bags for. Oh, I use Ziploc bags at the grocery store. Like if I come home and I want to break up, like let's say you maybe you went to Costco and you got like a big family pack of chicken, and you want to break it up into smaller, pieces or whatever, like sections. You can use a Ziploc bag. And I take a Sharpie marker and sometimes I'll write on it like when I bought it, what it is, throw it in the freezer. It's great for that. I'm just trying to think of some other out of the box, not that was out of the box, but trying to think of some other things that I use Ziploc bags for. Just even corralling. Oh, like I have fairy lights that I use for decorating, and I don't only use them at Christmas. I'll use them at other times of year. And I just take all my fairy lights at the end of, when I'm done using them, like especially this time of year when you declutter for, Christmas or whatnot. I take all the batteries out and I have a Ziploc bag filled with all my fairy lights. I do the same for little tea light candles. I just corral them. I open it up instead of having the box. I just throw them in a Ziploc bag and it's easy. And it's easy to store. It's easy to find. And again, you know what I always say about any organizing system, the real true test of how good of something is as an organizer is how quickly can I get it when I need it. And I think Ziploc bags are a great, inexpensive, simple way. They're clear, so you can see through them. You can easily see the contents. And I love them. So again, my top 3 household organizing products: zip ties, painter's tape, Ziploc bags. There you have it, guys. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions for us or you want to share your own favorite organizing product, tag us on social media. We're at simply the letter B like boy organized.com. You can tag us there or shoot us a DM, let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys. I'll be back next week for another tip and on Thursday for our regular episode. Until then, I'm Lori Palau. Peace out.